So the title that I've gave was Punarjeevanam, which means regeneration of the indigenous in Malayalam dialect. So the entire idea was to bring up a self-sufficient, sustainable ecosystem for the tribal community in Wayanad using locally sourced and participatory design approach. So the idea was to build this self-sufficient community, and this was done through skill development, which was like two prevailing skills that they have, which were identified as were bamboo and permaculture farming techniques. So, and also building their awareness and knowledge value system was also key aspect for building the project through. And the three main user groups for the project would be the children, who would be given a green school or a Gurukul kind of learning system, where they are among their ancestors, they're among their senior tribal members. The idea and the knowledge and the value systems could be handed over directly, and they're inside the forest itself. So one particular aspect that during the research part that I was able to find out was, yes, tribal students are given education today, and there are several programs introduced by the government as well. But most of the program would make the tribal students like they're given hostel education in the city itself. So they are given education, but they are thrown out of they're picked up out of the forest, and they are located in the city, which in turn loses their connection with the forest rules and their traditional value systems. So education is not just learning literature, or not just the language or the textbook knowledge, but also their cultural facts, their ancestral knowledge skill sets, and those are also important. And then the tribal adults, who were given the community hall space, where that's a platform for knowledge exchange basically. And then the NGOs or various government officials could interact with the tribal groups, and that is a possibility for both of the user groups to develop their strategies and understand the entire program throughout. So these three are the main user groups for my project. And the idea, the concept term that I used during my initial stage was synergy, which just basically means working together, or the synchronized energy, which means combination and the understanding of cooperation and interacting between man and nature, space and climate, between the understanding between different groups of tribals, and not just that, but also the between adults and children, spaces, human built in the climate. And all those factors were also considered while I used this term, the concept term called synergy. And the two main regenerative potential element, or the catalyst element, that I was able to identify was bamboo and permaculture farming. So bamboo is basically used by these four tribal groups, and I've studied each part of, or the stages of bamboo which can be used as a regenerative element.